Nature Feature. It could happen anywhere, to anyone, at any time, and every day it does. Disaster can strike quickly.
It's the Sundogs 11 and the Quakes 6. The women coming on the track now. And if the Quakes are going to come back, they'll need a contribution from the women, such as Amy Craig. When she goes out on a jam, I'll tell you, she has a one-track mind.
When I go out on a jam, I start thinking right away at how I can maneuver myself. Winning and scoring points is the only thing on my mind.
Well, Ken, she doesn't have a lot to say, but she always lets her performance speak for her, that's for sure.
Certainly one of the fastest girls on the track. As there you see her right now out, Amy Craig and Debbie Rice, the two quickest girls for each of their teams. And it's going to be up to them to see what happens. The other jammers tangled up now, trying to work their way free from the pack, but it is all Amy Craig and Debbie Rice. Nobody will catch up to these two with the kind of lead they had. You see already closing on the pack. Denise Loden setting up a double reverse whip. Sends Debbie Rice right underneath Stacy Brooke and Brooke Sunderman. She goes by Butch and Sunderman. Heads up play by Debbie Rice. You see the frustration on Amy Craig, but Debbie Rice puts two quick points on the board.
And this shows you the unbelievable talent of Denise Loden as she sends Debbie Rice underneath both Blitch and Sunderman. She calls off the jam, even gets a little smack in the back of the helmet. Great job, great teamwork by the Florida Sundogs.
There you see Amy Craig's mother a little concerned about her daughter. It looked like just an equipment problem. She was relacing her skates, but a great job by Debbie Rice and Denise Loden putting the Sundogs up 13-6. And now it looks like Kathy Evangelo trying to spring free for the Florida Sundogs. She does just that. But already out is Heather Sunderman, number 31, out of Rockford, Illinois, for the California Quakes. Kathy Evangelo out of Palm Bay, Florida, 5'5", 120, number 34 in yellow as they come around the curve. And Evangelo sends Sunderman right down to the track. Heather, tall and lean, got a little too high, and Evangelo, smart play, took advantage of her. Now she has to deal with Brooke Sunderman, Heather's sister. They call her the Brooke House. She sends a knee into Evangelo, and now the elbow. 15 seconds left in the jam. So far, Evangelo unable to get by. Now Kathy Evangelo trips up Sunderman, goes by two of the California Quakes, and cuts off the jam, picking up 15 points, along with an equal 2 for the Quakes. It is 15-8. And standing by is our Broadway Danny Wolf. Danny, what do you have?
Debbie Rice, usually known as a scorer, but your defense has been very good today. Right now, the Quakes with only 8 points.
Yeah, the Quakes, they're trying to act like they're coming together as a team, but they're still all individuals out there to, you know, look good for everybody, but they still can't skate. So we're just going to try to hang in there and be a team and beat them.
Debbie Rice, ever humble, but she is certainly one of the great jammers in all the World Skating League. There you see Gina Lombardo and Amy Craig battling it out as Suzanne Chalene went high into the rail, and down goes Gina Lombardo. This is Amy Craig out on the loose.
Well, maybe Debbie Rice has some insight into this Quake unity that we're seeing. Maybe she can see that it's going to fall apart. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out, Ken.
And Denise Loden now laying in wait for Amy Craig. Stacy Blitz now dropping back. She'll try and take care of Denise Loden to allow Craig to get by, but so far, Blitz has no effect on Denise Loden. Denise Loden slowed down Craig, and now goes right by Stacy Blitz, and again sets her sights on Amy Craig. Craig trying to get by Denise Loden. Loden takes care of Stacy Blitz from behind. Takes down and drops Amy Craig, and once again, no points on that jam. What a great job of blocking by Denise Loden. They're obviously trying to keep this a low-scoring game, and I think a little more physical than the Quakes. As Denise Loden breaks out, she's trying to catch up to Stacy Blitz, and she does.
And you see she put a jammer helmet on, Ken. There's one person in this league that can do it all, and it's Denise Loden. As she put the jammer helmet on, but she's sent almost off the track by Stacy Blitz.
Stacy Blitz had enough of being embarrassed somewhat today by Denise Loden. When the box scorer got a little physical, but they still trail in this one by 7 as Stacy Blitz closes on the pack.
And that was a payback from an earlier shot by Denise Loden, Ken, by Stacy Blitz.
Andrea Franklin back to block for the Sundogs. Franklin was looking ahead at her teammate, lost her balance and went high. And Stacy Blitz is able to get by and pick up a quick point. Going by, looks like Kathy Evangelo. Remember, once you pass a blocker, even though the blocker catches back up to you, the point stays on the board. But a nice job as Stacy Blitz is able to pick up a point for the California Quakes. Makes this one 15-9.
And this was all Malibu Stacy, Ken. She really put it together when she has to. It's important that they play hard and play tough. There you see her. And I believe Danny Wolf's on the infield.
All right, I'm here with the Finland Flash, Suzanne Shaleen. So far, great defense. You've been very aggressive. You've held right now only 8 points for the Quakes.
Yeah, we are doing an incredible job right now. We have to keep it up, guys. We know we can do it. We have to win this game, and we will.
15-9, Florida Sundogs. A lot of confidence on the part of Suzanne Shaleen. Amy Craig coming out again. She has had some tough looks on her last couple of jams, getting tangled up and having a loose skate. But Craig certainly the faster of the two. Now it looks like Andrea Franklin breaking free for the Florida Sundogs. But Amy Craig with a good half-lap lead, closing in on the pack. And you see very quickly Gina Lombardo drops back. Craig goes right by Gina Lombardo, picks up a point. Evidently last time out, Sean Corbett took the point away, saying the jam had been called off. And now finally the Dogs get their 9th point.
Well, here you see Amy Craig come around, goes right around number 38, Gina Lombardo, calls off the jam. I got to think she might be being a little fatigued there, Ken. You see her head down, hands on her knees. She's been asked to do a lot today, but she's doing a great job when called upon. Amy Craig of the California Quakes.
15-9, Florida Sundogs, and you're exactly right. Craig has been out wearing a jammer helmet almost every time. Jamie Conomack got the lead, tried to cut the jam off very quickly, but remember, the lead jammer cannot cut off the jam until 30 seconds have expired on the clock, according to WS rules. Very good call, Sean Corbin. Danny?
All right, I'm here in the infield. It's amazing right now. You think fatigue would have set in for the Quakes. They look fresher than ever. I look for them to get this game a little bit closer. As far as the Sundogs, never seen a team look more confident. 6-point lead. I don't know. I think this game's going to come down to the wire, guys.
And there you saw Jamie Conomer begin to feel fatigue, and she cut the jam off, so no points on that one. We stay 15-9, but they get this jam underway, but only less than 10 seconds to go. It's only the final jam that runs the full 60 seconds. So this one is whistled off with no time remaining on the clock. The score, the Sundogs 15, the Quakes 9.